After losing second last game that you can find here, I didn't have any chance to win this tournament anymore, but you have to play every fight. You have to fight until the end, doesn't matter. And but still I had to win this last game to still have a chance to become third place in the tournament. So, and I had a white pieces, and at the end it's a federated tournament. So of course you have to play your best until the end, and you have to win at the end. Like in worst case, you lose a point, you lose federating. So that's really important to keep fighting, even though you're not gonna get any award or anything, or whatever gonna end up, a bit unexpectedly or lower than you expected. Doesn't matter. We had to focus and we have to finish it. And I had white pieces. My opponent actually didn't have great tournament this time, and we know each other from other tournaments. It was first time we have faced, but we have seen each other in other tournaments before, and this tournament didn't go pretty well for her. And anyway, this all happens best of us. Let's see actually what happened in the game. I played c4 as always. He played g6, knight c3, bishop g7. I was really happy to see this setup because I love to play against King's Indian. First of all, I am a pure defense player, that I am, which means I'm pretty aware of those King's Indian setup lines, and also I love to play against King Indian setup with my English Botvinnik variation. And after bishop g7, I played g3, and she played d6, bishop g2, knight d7, and I played e4. After e4, she played e6, which is a bit in a great move and was unexpected for me. After I developed my knight and also prepared my short castling, and she played knight e7. It's a hippo system. Kind of hippo system, but in literature it's a great snake variation of English opening. And I played d3. After rook b8, castled, and I played bishop e3, and also having an look on this pawn actually. But that was my actually first intention, and after that I just played h3 here. After she played b6, and then I played queen d2, knight jumps on c6, f4. I mean, I didn't want to go there and spend my time, because after that she could have played this b6 immediately, even though I had some ideas to get to save that bishop over there. I mean, first she has to actually come there, and or somewhere here. I still had the time to come back with my bishop, but I didn't want to waste time there because I found this setup pretty passive to respond proper way against my Botvinnik variation, which is not that easy to handle with black pieces, especially if you played King's Indian setup. And that's why I didn't want to waste time over there. I just wanted to focus on my attack. f4. After f4, bishop b7, which made me super happy, because I don't see any prophylactic moves from her in this king's side to avoid this super huge potentially attack. And then I played g4. g4, maybe Stockfish doesn't like g4. She plays like I have to play d4, but I found this g4 pretty fine, which is not a mistake, as Stockfish also says. Just the Stockfish says, okay, after d4 you had other ideas, but as I said, I wanted to focus on this king side and play with my with the pawn structure that I feel comfortable with. And after g4, she jumped back with that knight, and then I pushed just f5. I want to open there up, and then she played knight e5 again, and then I just decided to double my rooks. After queen e7, I have doubled my rooks, and I have huge pressure on this f6. And then she played something like c5, which is totally understandable move, totally understandable. But then I played bishop h6. After bishop h6, the thing is, first of all, she has to take it. This is what I calculated, because after taking this, let's say if she takes this, by the way, if she thinks like that pawn is hanging, that's not correct, because I have this one. She has to give away this knight, otherwise it's checkmate. Then I take this knight, and then let's say if she takes that, then I have this one, and it's not actually good. This is what I have calculated. This is what I was expecting for her when I played bishop h6, but she played super unexpected, and I really didn't understand what she wants to do with that a6, because I immediately took that bishop. When king takes it back, I have f6, and she has to give away that rook, sorry, that knight again, and which is kind of the same idea, and I take that knight back, and I'm a piece up, totally piece up, and it should be winning for me. After rook h8, I played b3. Why did I play? Oh yeah, because I wanted to push this d4 actually in some point, and when I pushed this d4, I didn't want him to take this pawn and attack on my queen. That's why I just thought, okay, we have a fine position, and I think we have a time to push this b3, which is actually best move over there. After b3, she pushed h5 because she thought like, okay, I got nothing to do, let's actually push some pawns on the king's side and try to open there up, and maybe with after putting this king somewhere, and if she managed to bring other rooks also on this line, maybe she can find something. But then I played queen g5. After queen g5, she takes that pawn. First I thought I give a check. Here she doesn't have much to do, because after this she lose his queen, so she has to give away her queen, and when she takes, I give away my another rook. But after taking this pawn, only in 25 moves, yeah, she didn't have actually so much to do, and she decided to resign. To be honest, if I was like, of course it's a totally winning position for white, and it's gonna be suffering, to be honest, but I wouldn't resign. At least in this position, I would have tried to play at least 5-6 more moves to see actually what's gonna happen. And yeah, if it's lost, it's lost anyway, you know. At least I tried something, but she didn't, and I totally understand. Also, playing 9 days tournament, it was super exhausted for all of us, and it was super huge stress and etc. And she just decided to finish this tournament over there. Yes, guys, and after this, after winning this tournament, I had like before this tournament actually, I had another player in our group, and he also had same score, same point with me, and I had to wait for him what he's gonna do, and he was actually losing in his last game, but his opponent didn't want to take a risk, and they drew. That means I become third place. If he won, probably he was gonna get the third place because of the average point, let's say. Anyway, this was my 9 rounds amateurs Tata Steel 2026 experience, that you can find all the games in the playlist over here. And also I had participated in this tournament as a media. I also interviewed a lot of top players that who played in this Tata Steel this year, and yeah, go and check them out. And also, if you are interested, yeah, don't hesitate to check my previous rounds as well, and all of them actually were crazy and nice games. All of them had something to learn. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Be safe. Bye bye.